This is not an all-inclusive situation with this investigation. We've probably got 3 or 4 different phenomena going on at one time. Some of it might be explained away naturally. We could have something of this nature or that nature otherwise. What concerns me about this investigation is the targeting of this young woman and the targeting of this family. They're terrified about what's going on. And we've got a reoccurring 3 and 4 claw situation on windows, in tracks. We've got an eyewitness sighting of this creature, and it's not a very pleasant looking thing. Check out the investigation. So this all started about a month ago, and it comes to your window and scratches, and I can see the scratches up there. That's pretty interesting. Might not have enough light to show that right now.
I came home like around 3 in the morning, and I had barely started going into a deep sleep around 4:30. And then I was laying there, and then I looked at my phone, and it was like 4:30, so I went to sleep. And then after that, I was laying there, and I heard it scraping on this part. I heard it coming down a little bit, and then it pushed this part down, and it kind of got its hand in there because it moved my curtain. And that's when I jumped up and ran out of the room. I didn't have my glasses on or anything, so I ran to my sister's room and I told her to come back with me.
Has it made any vocalizations, like brrr or anything? Just no growling or anything?
Not until a few nights later when I heard it outside and it growled.
It growled.
Yeah,
what did the growl sound like?
It didn't sound like anything I've ever heard before.
Did it scare you?
It scared me to I wouldn't come and sleep in my room for a while.
Okay.
And I don't know, it's creepy because that happened, and then a couple nights later we find those scratch marks on there.
Okay.
And then if you can see right here, it kind of...
Yeah, somebody said it pushed this in?
Yeah, it pushed it in.
Yeah, and I see we've got these scratch marks you said are from a few days ago?
Yeah.
The muddy ones here?
This one was coming on mud print.
4 or 5 days ago?
Yeah.
About 1 o'clock in the morning, my daughters were in here. They were getting ready to go to bed, and they heard that tapping on the wall. And they came into the room and told me, and I ran out this way, and I started flashing the light around, and I was getting fed up with it, so I started cussing at it, yelling at it, and telling it to come out and show your face. You know, why are you coming around knocking and taking off? And I guess I got it pissed off because I walked down this way. I even checked the fields, flashlight. And I fired a few shots in the field, and with a .22. So then I went back inside and getting ready to lay down again. I still had my slippers on, and 5 minutes later, my daughter and we heard a big bang.
It banged on that real hard.
It banged on the AC on the side of it.
Pushed it over.
And it pushed it out of its place, kind of. And I heard my daughters jumping and running. By then I met them halfway, and I just ran out the back, and I started flashing, and I started looking for it, and I walked the fields, and I was talking to it, trying to tell it to come out and face me, you know, because I was getting fed up. So I started walking this way, and almost by where that red pipe is, I stepped back, and you can see down the cornfield. Right there's an opening. You can see I flashed that spotlight down that way, and I seen some orange eyes slanted.
Okay.
It was probably about this high.
Like crouched over.
But there was no body shape or nothing. It was just black. All I seen was the orange eyes slanted, and it shifted to the right. It didn't move up or down like an animal or nothing. It just like glided. Just floated over. I fired a shot at it too, and I kept shining that way trying to look for it. And I was just yelling at it and stuff, but it never came back or nothing that night.
It was just kind of a black figure then. You couldn't really discern any.
Yeah, I just seen eyes, even though it had the spotlight on it. You could just see the eyes. Really I didn't really see no shape or nothing.
And you said this thing's been coming out of your cornfield, you think, to get here?
From what I seen more like trails through there, and there's like really no tracks where the corn is, like uses the corn to step on, because you know how 2 or 3 are bunched together and the stalks are over like this, but there's no imprint or nothing.
Okay.
And the grass, the weeds are high and they're swirled like this. There's like no track. Or
Well, I understand
like,
you guys
like bedding, but
have your share of Sasquatch out here too.
Yeah, well, my wife and daughter have seen them down there.
Yeah, this is a heavy area. When you put corn up, Squatchy loves corn. They
and then, like last year too, there was quite a few melons that were eaten out. He likes the melons too. With prints on them, big bite marks.
Yeah.
It's interesting how they eat melons. They'll take their nails and sometimes they'll cut the top off and they just scoop the insides out.
Yeah.
Right here's chewed up too.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Pudding. Right here, where actually put a here, and there's some more scratch marks in there on that side too.
Whose truck is this?
That's my dad's.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
That's just weird. It looks like malicious chewing and clawing. And
yeah, it's like right here too, so you can.
Yeah, to me it looks like it was trying to yank this off though. It looks to me like it was trying to pull this, knowing that it's made of polymer, you know. It's weaker, so it was trying to, if I yank it here, maybe it'll break, you know. Hard to tell. I don't know if, you know, maybe these things have a mechanical mentality too. Wish they would, so it'd fix my vehicle.
The windows, and she said she's seen it up and shaking, and you can see on the part where the plastic of the cage where it was ripped and tried to pull the door off of it.
did it end up getting the rabbit?
No, it didn't get the rabbit.
Okay. So they saw an upright creature trying to get inside the rabbit cage.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah. I bent that part.
You bent that out?
Yeah, I bent that up.
You almost got the bunny.
Yeah, the rabbit cage was more over here under the AC.
So there's something out here that's in search of calories and likes to harass your daughter and your family for the most part.
Yeah.
Or could it be two different things?
You know what? There's more than one of them, because this happened during the summer. We were out here at night and I had a flashlight and I flashed it down here. If you see these crates down here, right behind in the field behind these crates, but there was 3 sets of lights. Just Jonathan.
3 sets of eyes?
3 of them, and they were red. And we had some hay stacked up there, and it was pretty tall, so it was looking over the hay, looking at us.
You told me what the face looked like. What was the closest thing you could say the face looked like?
Oh, that Jeepers Creepers creature.
That creepy flying thing out of Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
That thing's pretty ugly. What did you think when you saw that?
I don't know, it's just like, look ugly, so I just jumped at it.
Did you, and you said you saw it pretty much with the outside light and the moonlight?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Years after this all happened, we were in Albuquerque and we came back, and the side on the left side of the side of the AC, that thing was pushed down, and we went in my room, because when we left I closed the door, and then we came back and my door was open like that much, and my mattress was moved off my bed a little bit, and on like my blanket is like a handprint, like going like that. Like like how a handprint would leave. It like went like that on my bed.
Was it a muddy print or
no?
just...
It wasn't.
I think it was feeling around or something.
That's strange.
He actually got his arm through her, through into her room.
Just like the first time when it moved the curtain. So.
Yeah.
And
first time you got.
Now, without it physically coming into your room, you're getting scratches on your body.
Yes, and it's always in the same place.
Yeah, and is it 4 claws?
It's always like it. To me, the scratches look like it hits me with one at a time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they'll overlap one another, and there's always 4 scratches on my back.
Okay, and we've got pictures of that?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure I get those. I want to take a look at them.
Yeah.
Maybe it has a long arm reach, and it's touching her going in through there.
That
touching
tall?
her while she's sleeping.
Because my bed ain't that far from the window, too.
Yeah, I'm rolling right now.
Rhonda has something else to tell you about her room. It's over, huh?
Yeah, it stretched down. That
Ah.
I don't know what that is about.
Yeah, and nobody's practicing any kind of witchcraft or anything like that?
At our home?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. Anybody that would send any kind of thing bad at you?
Other than my
Look at right here.
my wife's, yeah, I noticed that. I've noticed that. Those weren't there last week when I was walking through here. When I first noticed those things, I tried to look for tracks and I never seen these. I noticed those are here around now. That's what I seen over there too, on that other one.
Giant ground sloth.
Without the slowness.
Giant fat.
But yeah, it's kind of hard to see in here, but I know what looks unusual.
These scratch photos are before, after, and during the investigation. We have a reoccurring 3-claw situation we can't explain, and sometimes we have a partial footprint.
Nope, JC?
Just to start on that one, we'll wrap it up. We'll get that to you. Weird. I haven't seen anything like this before. I haven't seen what we saw as far as trails through the cornfield. I haven't seen anything like that. It's like a swirling dervish came through there and knocked the corn down. We've got a good video of it.
Yeah.
This thing leaves very few prints. When it does leave a print, we get claws and maybe a partial palm or foot. It's weird. And this thing's torturing this little girl and her family.
Absolutely. It's a sad thing to see. In that cornfield, the swirls reminded me something of those crop circles that have been talked about for several years.
It's like a kinetic energy, like laid the corn stalks down. I haven't seen anything like it. Very few prints. And the description of this thing is a fictional character that looks like the winged monster out of Jeepers Creepers. Gets up. I mean, that's what he described to me. Weird.